Nice. Alright, Final Fantasy 13. Not 14 for once. This will be I guess, the second Final Fantasy game that I've played on stream. You've seen many hundreds of hours of me playing Final Fantasy 14. Now here is 13. Welcome, Serp. So I guess I'll probably wind up repeating this like 20 times over the course of the playthrough. We'll go through my Final Fantasy chops. I've played about halfway through Final Fantasy 1. Lightning appears, so she can later return. The name, it's weird too, because in Steam, like, I'm looking at my Steam list, it's like, okay, games that you own. Final Fantasy 13, Final Fantasy 13-2. Where's the third? The third one is called Lightning Returns. Final Fantasy 13-3. So let me see. I've played about halfway through Final Fantasy 1. I've never played 2 or 3. Final Fantasy 4, I've played up to the final boss, and then we had to return it. It was a rental, so I've never actually seen the credits of that. Final Fantasy 5, I played about 3 or 4 hours into it. Final Fantasy 6, I've beaten multiple times. 7 as well. 8, I've beaten once. 9, 10... 11 was the MMO, which I played, actually not quite up to the level cap, but, you know, played it for a couple years. Or for at least a year. I don't want to over-exaggerate how long I played it. And then I never played 12. 14, of course, I play every day of my soul. And 13, it came out in 2010. My brother and sister were real big fans of it. Them and a lot of their friends all really liked it. I didn't own a PlayStation 3, so I never bothered to play through it. Both of them were were back living at my parents' house at the time. And after a while went by, I was like, you know, I guess I'll play it. And they're like all excited for me to play it. And I played the first 2 hours or so and went, oh, I just don't like this at all. They're like, oh, like they were devastated that I didn't play. And now here I am finally giving it another shot. Because what I realized later was that the exact point where I said, I think I'm just going to call it quits, I'm not going to play anymore, was like the moment that the game, that the intro ends and that they start actually slowing down and having a story instead of just being stuff smashing up against each other. Because there's kind of a... I don't know which Final Fantasy to blame it on, but there is a... At some point, it really shifted, right? It went from being like Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, even 10 was... So maybe it was 12 that they were like, it's not enough for it to be a fantasy game. It has to be all flashy. It has to be all... You know... It's not your dad's Final Fantasy. It's Final Fantasy 13. Woo! I guess even 10 was a little bit like that, with him being like a surfer dude. Normal mode, yes. So I guess 9 was probably the last classic feeling Final Fantasy. And then 10 was like the start of it changing to more of a... I mean, you can't say like more teenager because look at 7, look at 8.
13 days after we awoke were the beginning of the end.
That's too quiet. A bit unlucky. How so?
serious?
Be quiet.
Oh,
Best of luck.
13. And then he even says, best of luck. Funny how this is such a deliberate throwback to 7, where the game starts with a terrorist organization hiding out on a train. Or, you know, infiltrating a base by going in disguise on a train.
You alright? I'm not a Lassie.
He is a chocobo nest. See? Look at how cool this is. It's so cool. This is very, very 2010. Like, what's the coolest thing you can think of?
Wanna fight?
Good for them.
It's weird too. I wonder how this is going to look, because this is obviously very like, this is pre-rendered. it would actually look better now. Like, it wouldn't be blurry. The frame rate wouldn't be. I don't know what this is. This is maybe 30. Probably the part of the series you know the least about. I do know that 13.3 is like a Majora's Mask kind of like time travel back to the beginning over and over again, so at least I'm guaranteed to like that one because it has time travel. It's not out till next month, right?
Hey, let's be rational now.
Okay, what's the one that I'm thinking of then? There's two. Oh, it's so weird.
What do we do?
Watch and learn.
It's so weirdly, it's doing a thing. I wonder if I should be playing this under a different resolution. Let me look real quick. What is the... hopefully the game doesn't mind that I just abandoned it. I have Outer Wilds. I have Outer Wilds on my Steam wish list, and it says June 18th, 2020. And so which one is which? Because Outer Worlds is the one that I saw a little bit of and was like, I don't think I care about this. Outer Wilds is the one I definitely want to play. I don't remember. Now I don't know which one is in my Twitch profile. Oh, it's on the Epic Game Store. Oh, that's annoying that I could have been playing it all this time. Well, I've been waiting this long, and I don't have an Epic Game Store account. All right, hit me. Time flows continuously. Entire strings of commands. Auto battle. Set up a queue of commands. Attack, attack. learn no abilities, you get other things other than attack.
Not so tough now, huh? Hey, that wasn't like a challenge now, all right? Hey! Calm it down.
There's also... So back when I played this, I would have been less, like, critical of games in general. Like... But in the sense of, like, knowing...
Heads up.
This thing won't give up.
During a lot of these action scenes, it's cutting so quickly. And I wonder if maybe that was the thing that I didn't like about it. This is the song that I know. A wave cannon is obliterating us. It seems bad. Easy. I definitely didn't give the game enough of a chance. That I went through, you know, a bunch of battles where it's okay, just push X or A or whatever a bunch of times, and you're gonna automatically attack it. And then people are gonna jump out and say, "Oh, this is super important." I'm like, I don't get it. I don't know who that is. Oh, I'm dying too. It's kind of bad. More allies? All right.
Oh, goodness. Whew. We did it. Aren't you
2010.
supposed to protect civilians, soldier? I mean, you are Sanctum, aren't you? What are you doing trying to stop the purge? Why don't you tell me that?
I was a soldier.
Hey, where do you think you're going? Man. Chocobo, just can't catch a break, can we? Yeah, that's a good question. Oh well, I better follow up. I'm getting too old for this.
Getting too old for this. No, that's perfect. Don't ever uninvert my camera. Advanced digital journal known as a data log that autonomously streams information deemed pertinent. Whenever the data log records a new entry, a notice will appear in the upper left corner of the screen. To peruse entries, press Y to open the main menu and then select data log.
You sure we can get through here?
Actually, do I like the camera inverted or no?
It's a mess is what this is.
Many and various enemies stalk the roads that you must travel. Upon entering an enemy's detection radius, the minimap in the upper right corner of the screen will flash in warning. Coming in contact with any enemy will initiate a battle. It keeps zooming away from where I want it to look. I just tried to dash. Apparently I don't have a dash button. Or if I do, it's not R. Phoenix down. Oh, we're out of combat. The camera just wants to spin, that's all. And I'm only just now remembering Yahtzee from Zero Punctuation complaining. He's like, this is gonna sound like the most random and tiniest complaint to make, but her boot noises are so loud.
Better to die than get sent to Pulse. It's hell for the brimstone.
Yeah, well, hell's not sounding too bad. Because this place ain't exactly paradise.
Domesticated peacekeepers. Nothing to worry about.
I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a super obvious diagonal line across my entire screen.
Guess we gotta fight again.
Yeah, let's just kill it. Blitz. I don't know how I did that. I'll try fixing it later then. It's like when you have... why can't I remember what it's called? Like, the reason... He's upset that I pushed him. Which... No. Am I going backwards now? I am. The reason that you camera, please. The reason that you turn on VSync. What is that called? Not shearing. Where is it shearing? Oh, I don't need to save every 8 seconds. Did I miss a thing?
You must be real nice from up there.
Camera can never stay still, simulator. Even that, like, it's trying to be an intelligent camera and zoom around to where it thinks that I need to look, but sometimes... Good finding items. And it's like that, and it's like, you probably want to see just her and the ground that she's standing on. Screen tearing, yes.
Preemptive strike.
I don't know what could possibly cause it, but for me, there is a screen tear, like, diagonally across the screen, instead of, you know, where it normally would be. Like, horizontal. Like, as if the game was drawing one diagonal half of the screen and then the other half, and they were out of sync. Yes, use items, of course. Okay. Okay, but I don't need a potion. It's making me do it anyway. And then I accidentally skipped. Oh, that's interesting too. I didn't realize that. I can cancel in the middle of her combo if I'm like, no, we immediately need to do something else. And then her ATB gauge will still be half filled so that she can take her next action sooner. Interesting. I wonder how hectic it's going to get. See, now that was a good camera thing to make sure that I got like the nice wide shot of this is what's happening. A thing is crashing and hitting the bridge.
Do we turn back?
There's no time.
Then what do you suggest we do?
Quiet.
Hey! Wait! No, don't leave me!
Let go!
The hell no! You're my only way out of here! No! Hey, that might get us across. Right there.
I think he just said across, like I say it.
Looks that way.
I think he did. Somebody play the clip. I don't know.
All right, you leave this to me.
No, I'm pretty sure my mom says it too, and she's not black. Alright, so I think Blitz is just... Oh, so I'm starting to think, like, attack only... No? Nope, I don't know. Am I choosing it somehow? Maybe, okay, you know what I think it is? She's got an attack that hits all enemies, and she automatically uses it if it's smart to do so. Like if there's 3 enemies, or if either attack is going to be strong enough to kill her target, then she goes, well, I'll do the AoE so that I hit them both.
Way. Come on. Seems to be in working order.
This isn't me, by the way. Alright, we're just gonna spin.
Hey now.
What's that? Some kind of thing? Some kind of thing.
This is not our lucky day.
D4Ts, are we? Weapons down. I'd hate for this to turn ugly.
Turn ugly?
One wants to kill us without a fight.
Time's up!
Attack chain. Hit me. Sci-fi, but not generic sci-fi. They do look like the Hive collar. Auto battle or attack. Choose the Marauder. Chain gauge. Keep an eye on the chain gauge as you strike. Hit home and the percentage beneath increases. It's called the chain bonus. So they're telling me keep hitting him. So that he staggers. Staggered enemy will take greater damage when attacked. Chain attacks together with staggered powerful adversaries central defeating the beware, however, and chain gauge begins to drain the moment and is staggered, and then he will no longer be staggered. He doesn't look staggered to me. He looks like he's swinging away. Also, I'm gonna have to heal that guy soon. No, never mind. I'll heal after the battle. Or no, is this one of the ones where you heal the fall in between fights? Probably is. I still gotta play 12. Maybe I will someday. I've seen the judges.
Soldier. What's your angle? What? Classified military info? Huh? What's the matter? You quit, didn't you?
You gotta be
Think
able
I'm
to
gonna
see
go out
that,
there
right?
and
The
just
line
tell
across
everybody you see?
on his face. It was a second ago. Maybe not.
My angle. I'm after the Foul Sea.
So there's Lucy and Falsey. I don't know what... We don't know what those terms mean yet.
Still happy you tagged along.
Didn't have a choice.
On behalf of Cocoon citizens, I would like to thank our brave pulse pioneers and express our best wishes for a successful relocation. Your noble and selfless sacrifice ensures the continued safety and peace of our society. Were it not for this remarkable gesture, every resident of Cocoon, your family, your friends, your neighbors, would be exposed to the dangers of the world below. By choosing to leave Cocoon and participating in this migration,
Migration? More like extermination.
Huge. You stay here.
So sorry. I didn't mean to.
These people need heroes. Here. You keep your cool, and they will too. You got it?
Got it.
What's our motto?
The army's no match for Nora.
That a boy.
Maybe it sounded cooler in Japanese. Not a very good motto, if you ask me. Somebody left 50 gil in there. Mine now. Oh, is it making a new save every time? Oh, I don't need that. We'll rotate between 3, even though I don't think I'll even need multiple saves. We'll see.
This is crazy.
Then take a nap.
Really? Can I?
Sure. And when we're taking a dirt nap, you can save them all.
No, that's even worse.
I'm bored that I'm in a
We're
gunfight.
all in this together. Our enemy's the Cocoon Sanctum. Their dreaded SciComm, no less.
What's the dread? SciComm's nothing but a whole bunch of bluster and bullying. They've got nothing on Nora.
Well, we are the heroes after all.
Let's prove it!
Yeah!
Sanctum's gonna pay for this.
Fortunately, they arbitrarily gave up on shooting us.
Wrapped up and ready!
And I wasn't even going to shoot them in the first place. I only punch people. I punch them twice, and then I back off. Those are the rules.
Gotta clear a path out of here.
Hand grenade?
See that?
I did see that. How did you do it? You only had fists a moment ago.
No more.
There are soldiers everywhere.
Yo, boss. What's the plan?
Charge in, guns blazing.
Hey, that's not a plan.
Real heroes don't need plans.
I guess they don't need armor either? Like, isn't there something you could wear so that if you were to be shot, you wouldn't die instantly? Something other than a bra and booty shorts. Oh, that guy, I see. That guy's staggered.
Same plan as always. Hit him hard, and hit him again.
Why do they have question marks for HP?
We gotta win this!
Also, somebody healed me. That was nice of them.
You're the only hope these people have. Don't you kids go falling behind now.
Oh. So I guess in contrast to, like, Radiant Historia, that we played last year, probably a lot of these combats are going to be, okay, just hit A. Just push button in order to stop fighting and begin the story again. Whereas Radiant's story would be like, okay, every battle is potentially going to be, you're going to have to hit this guy to the right, knock this guy back,
No one's moving to Pulse today.
throw on
We'll
Hanoyo.
clear you a path out of here, so be ready to...
Wait! Let me fight with you! You can't expect us to just sit here!
Could help.
Yep. Please, let us help!
Okay then. Volunteers front and center.
Here, take this one. Here you go. Oh, and one for you.
Count
Go
me
for
in.
it.
Yeah, we brought 24 extra guns.
Mom? Don't worry. Huh?
So I just
Hold it steady.
Yeah, feels good.
Yep, nice.
Can you show me again?
It's like, so I just point it and pull the trigger, huh?
You sure?
Yeah. Moms are tough.
Right.
It's the last one, boss.
All right, last one. Somebody take it.
No, I can't.
Yeah.
Push comes to shove. Keep him safe.
First impression of snow? All talk.
All right.
He's like, you shot me. Except that you actually would have shot me if you accidentally pulled the trigger. So don't do that, please.
We're going home together!
Although also, I mean, bullets just kind of sting a little bit because it's a video game.
Right. New recruits, on me!
Come on.
Time to go, kiddo.
We're not losing to SciComm, you hear me?
This'll be a piece of cake.
Are they, what? I want to
Stay
see where I'm
sharp,
going.
boss. Don't want to make their
Stop.
job any easier.
I mean, cameras are tough.
Bro, back us up.
Oh, no. I think I am gonna try this. Yeah, I guess that feels a little bit more natural. Like when the camera's We'll see. I think there's gonna be camera struggles no matter what I do, but it's okay. Le Bru. Le Bro is French, meaning le bro. That could be.
You see that?
Maybe. It was the control. Hold on. Okay, so it actually was not the game's fault. I had a weird controller thing going on. Maybe.
shake things up a little.
Because I'm like, this is too ridiculous.
Heroes don't run from fights. We fight and we survive.
You okay?
She used a potion, so I didn't have to. She also spends 90% of the fight just posing with her hand on her hip.
Here.
Thanks.
Screaming makes the bullets go faster.
No! We got trouble! No kidding. Stay down.
Okay, but why can't you move, though?
I told you, didn't I? Moms are tough.
Wait a minute, if you had a weapon that could blow up the bridge in the first place, why wasn't that the very first thing you did? Come on, enemies!
Get him home. Please.
Hold on!
Come on! We have to move!
Right.
Mother dead in 30 minutes. Nice to know. I'm moving on a speed run.
It's an out-and-out massacre. Those people won't even live long enough to die on Pulse.
That was the idea.
What?
Sanctum logic. They conjured up the urge to eliminate a threat. I mean, why carry the danger all the way to Pulse? Why not just stamp it out here? Execution masquerading as exile. That's all the Purge ever was.
But they gave it such a friendly
Relocation to
name.
Pulse.
They fooled me.
How does the government get away with pulling crap like that? And you knew this was gonna happen?
The Purge was SciComm. Private Sanctum troops, not the Guardian Corps.
SciComm, Guardian Corps. Soldiers are soldiers, aren't they? Pulse Foul C and their lessee are enemies of the state. Tell a soldier to kill an enemy, and you really think it's gonna matter what uniform he's wearing?
Might have mattered to that one. Couldn't shoot. Got himself shot instead.
How about you? Or to say shoot, you pull the trigger? Fine. Forget I asked.
Wait. What?
Meridian. It's VLR. No, actually, aren't they also in? Is that what the guys in Cutter's Cry are called? Meridians? Could be. Oh, I allowed him to die. I'm sorry. Now you're okay. See, that is kind of nice. In the middle of the attacks going off, I was able to say, no, 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 no. To only do one attack instead of two. And then potion as soon as you can. No, we don't need another. He's almost dead.
What's that? Huh?
Attention, Purge deportees. Attention, Purge deportees. Put down your weapons and surrender immediately. Your removal is the will of the people of Cocoon. Should you attempt to flee, the Sanctum will employ every resource necessary to bring you to justice. This land is no longer your home. Cease hostilities and surrender at once.
Sarah!
Just what you were looking for.
Yeah. Right in there.
The Pulse Foul C.
So I'm not sure whether or not I should go and read the, like, codex. Like,
We'll be okay.
I remember that none of this, like, none of this stuff gets explained within the first 2 hours. So I could go into the data log and go, this is what the Pulse is, this is what a lessee is, this is what the Fal'Cie is, this is what SciComm is. But I'm kind of unsure, like, what's...
It's too much, isn't it?
What's the good way of experiencing the story?
Ciao!
To wait until the game decides to tell me something, or...
You said it made you happy when I smiled, didn't you? But really, I was afraid. I was always afraid.
That's my secret, Captain. I'm always afraid.
So, how do you figure that post-fallacy is different from the sanctums? All things being equal, I just as soon keep wondering.
Time to jump.
Yeah, I know. Hey! Hey! Hang on! What the? Hey!
Shouldn't you have tested that first?
She can do it, so can we.
If one person can fly using lightning powers, clearly all people can. Now we slap the bullets out of him. My shoulder, it's so sore from being shot.
What about the others? They didn't die. They couldn't have died.
Of course not.
Hey, get a grip, man! What's wrong with you?
Get him home. Get who home?
Toss me that.
Catch. What are you doing?
So what are you afraid of, huh? You're supposed to be the hero. She's waiting there, ain't she? Your lovely bride-to-be? Isn't it about time you picked her up?
Yeah. There's our ride.
Now you're talking.
Oh, could they? I hope everyone's all right.
Standing there ain't gonna stop us.
So it changed the hand grenade for, I won't worry about it too much. 'Cause again, a game like this, I don't expect the combat to be like the challenge. Like there may be a couple of bosses that are, you know, take a couple tries or whatever. Is this guy about to die on me? I don't really care about him. He's gonna be fine. He is fine. And he... Yeah, okay. It looks like you healed a fall afterward.
Don't go rushing in on your own.
Yeah, Godot, wait for me. You would think a guy named Godot would be good at waiting.
Look, there they are.
I want every weapon ready to fire. Stay sharp.
All right, on my go.
Right.
Go!
He's like, wait, he didn't do anything. The hand grenade missed? That one didn't. He's good at being waited for. That explains it.
That's a sad sound. Where's the soul?
Hey, Godot.
Yeah?
If you don't know who you gotta save, you just protect them all, right?
Something on your mind? You got plenty of time for thinking on the way, hero.
Yeah.
Ready!
I'm wondering now. Final Fantasy XIV, and in particular, Realm Reborn, had an English dub where people speak very slowly and deliberately, and I kind of wonder if it had anything to do with this. Like, if people said, hey, in this game people talk too fast. Because it's very, like, natural and cinematic, as opposed to 14, where people are like, I need you to go to a land called Mordona. Hey, Toro. It's too early to tell Hope to shut up, I guess.
I think I'm done.
You're done when we are.
Ow, what's it?
That's the one.
Didn't you have something to tell him?
Yeah,
All right then.
but
I'll go with you.
what?
So, several years ago, I played through the first 2 or 3 hours of this.
The army's no match for Nora.
It's not a cool catchphrase. It's never gonna catch on. I'm sorry.
All accounted for.
Okay.
All the people with ridiculous... Of course they did. Didn't you hear the guy when he was like, they can't be dead? And he's like, duh. Doy, they're not dead. Only people with...
I'll swing by the vestige. Keep the kids out of trouble.
You got it. Say hi to the missus for me. You go skirt chasing, I take care of the kids. Some husband.
Dinner's on me.
Better be home cooking.
When's the wedding, lover boy?
Well, don't worry. None of you are invited.
We're still going.
Hey, you serious? What about me?
Catch you later.